son, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, yo. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. This shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league, had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Running on first down, Eckler. The tackle made by Kingsley Enagbare. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
4th down, Cowboy kicker Greg Zuerlein comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11, 11, 11. 11 empty, 11 empty. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's swung out wide to Harris. The Seahawks are 8-8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11.
They'll run again with Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
11 Thomas. 11. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Now on 2nd and 16. Burrow. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again is Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
To the air yet again, Watson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Eckler now between the tackles. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Draw play, it's Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Watson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Laviska Shenault. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 1, ready?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
11 empty.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Here we go.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
11 mighty. 11 empty. 11 empty.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
12. 11 empty. Take. 11 empty. Stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That caught by Trimble. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. First down. Here's Burrow. He's got Harris running the slant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
11.
Harris running straight ahead. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Thomas.
On third down, Burrow. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
11, 11.
Here's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. To the air again, Burrow. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tommy Trimble in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run.
Here we go.
They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate.
On the draw, it's Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Third and 2, now Burrow. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
11 Thomas. 11.
They run forward with Harris. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Up the middle with Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Watson off play action. Towards the end zone for Brown. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it. But the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Here we go. 11. 11 MT. 12.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. There's Trimble, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the delay, here's Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
11.
Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tommy Trimble, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm wondering.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of, What's right in this game nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To the air yet again, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Now it's Burrow. Caught by Trimble. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
11 mighty.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
11 MT. 12. 11.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here we go with Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Here we go.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. He's got daylight. The 40. 20. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that